So, the other day Reddit was quite the shitstorm over Kai, eh? I'll admit, I got myself spoiled on the ending of Kai. I was super bored in a Medi Center having problems with my ear, and couldn't resist looking at the spoilers. And the anger people had over Kai's ending gave me flashbacks to when Cold Steel 3 first released in 2017. People were super pissed about the ending of CS3. Now, after seeing all that shiz on Reddit, I didn't think much of it and carried on with my day. However, just a few days ago, I was listening to the title screen music of Kai, and for some reason that song really got me thinking about the modern negativity in the Falcom community. After that thinking, I thought I should save that sort of stuff for the shower. And so, after a few ponder showers, I came to the conclusion that the modern Falcom negativity is a strange beast. Okay. Oh God. Oh, Long Johnson. But I want that flower. I want that flower, Mr. Beast. Oh God. Do I want to continue down this path? Fuck it. I've been a Falcom fan since 2013, and my first Falcom game was Ys Origin. And holy man, what a game to introduce me into the world of Falcom. Anyways, I'm not gonna go on a tangent of my love for that game. Thing is, I was an ignorance is bliss Falcom fan until I entered the Falcom subreddit as a lurker back in 2015. And there I saw massive negativity and anger towards Cold Steel 1 and 2, as well as the new Ys games. For Cold Steel 1 and 2, I could understand a fair amount of the anger, as in my opinion, CS1 and CS2 are the weakest Trails games in this series. But for Ys? Hell nah, bro. There's no way Ys could continue with the bump system or an epistem system and stay relevant moving forward. It needed that risk of the party system to keep the series alive. Now that was the first negativity that I saw in the community quite a few years ago. But what about now? The reason I say that the modern negativity is a strange beast is because I agree with a decent amount of it, but a lot of it I disagree. I will say, I do appreciate the negativity, however. I'm sure many of us do. After all, it's much better for a fandom to have some spice and variety, rather than being an echo dome. I've rambled on long enough. Let's be done with this intro. Let's get down to business. I'm gonna start this off with the elephant in the room, Mitsuo Singa. Mitsuo Singa is a freelancer composer that has been making music for Falcom ever since 2015. However, after 2019, Singa has effectively become the company's main composer. Now, how did a freelancer become Falcom's main composer, you might ask? Well, that would be quite a history lesson, maybe another day for another video. But just know that right now, Falcom only has 2 internal composers working at the company, and one of those composers has been making music for Falcom since 1997 and is probably quite burnt out at this point. Falcom, being the psychos that they are, release a game every year, which means they need a lot of music tracks. With only 1.5 composers currently working at their company, they turn to a lot of outsourcing for their tracks. Mainly Singa in this case. Singa has the ability to create a shit ton of music in record time for very cheap prices. Sometimes I wonder if Falcom is playing a game of chicken with Sega. How long can Falcom cheap out in the music department while they expand other areas of their company before Sega gets burnt out? We will have to see how long this will last. Anyways, the negativity around Falcom's current music quality is one I mostly agree with. Although, if I had to roughly ratio Senga's music, I would say 20% of it is good, 40% of it is bad, and then the other 40% of it is average. Moving on to the modern negativity surrounding the games. When it comes to Ys, other than the negativity for 9 on its release, which I completely disagree with by the way, I really don't know how people could love 8 and then not like 9. There really hasn't been much negativity towards Ys. Now a big reason for that is in the West especially. Trails is almost completely taken over the fandom. Seriously, there are so many Trails-only Falcom fans these days. So I guess I'll talk about Trails here for now. For Trails, ever since Cold Steel, there's been quite a bit of negativity. I'll agree that after Azure, the series has been a little rocky at times. But every Trails game, even my least favorite ones, are above average JRPGs that I still enjoy. But to address the super recent negativity around Kai, a lot of it was just simply having wrong expectations. Seriously, when Kai was first announced back then, my first thought was, is there going to be 2 Kai games or 3? Have people not noticed how Trails works by now? To be an asshole and play devil's advocate here, all the stuff Kondo was saying about Kai is still technically correct. After all, Kai 2 and Kai 3 are still under the umbrella of the term Kai. To address all the negativity people have about not getting enough answers, especially when it comes to Ouroboros and the Great Collapse, I have to be an asshole again and say, first time? Seriously, do you know how many years One Piece fans have been wanting to know about the Void Century and other mysteries of its world? We aren't going to get the answers to the mysteries of Trails until the final game in the series, which is completely fine by me. Next up to talk about is the negativity around the sales of Falcom games. In recent years, Falcom's sales numbers have gone down in Japan, but outside of Japan? Falcom's numbers outside of Japan keep going up to make up for the losses in Japan. So I don't really see the huge deal for the negativity in this department. As for the people thinking that Falcom are done for and are going bankrupt in the next few years, I disagree super heavily here. If you're not a fan of the words peak fiction, goat, raw, fire, then stay away from Falcom, because Falcom could potentially be entering a platinum age in the near future. I mean, have you seen the gameplay for Kai no Kiseki? Holy shit, it looks amazing. Then you got the English release of Ys 10 coming out very soon, and from the demo I played of it, the gameplay is excellent. Next is the remake of Trails in the Sky. This will get so many newcomers into the series, it's unbelievable. Then Tokyo Xanadu 2. With all the advancements Falcom has made since the first Tokyo Xanadu back in 2015, the sequel is going to be incredible. With all that and much more in the future, I have nothing but pure excitement for Falcom games. So overall, I disagree for the most part on the modern negativity we see today for Falcom. It's a strange beast, to be sure. Alright, If you enjoyed this video, check out my other videos. Also, catch me live on Twitch if you can. I'll leave a link in the description below for my Twitch and VODs channels. Okay, that's all I got for now, and so, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. I'll see you around. Have a good one. Peace.